Hello, procrastinators, and welcome to Nerd3's FW. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Dark Souls 2. Now, the video I did for Dark Souls 1 was slightly divisive. Half the people who watched it thought it was a funny video about someone playing a game they didn't quite enjoy, and the other half wanted to kill me. Dark Souls has one of the weirdest fan bases in the world, and I kind of want to know why. I wanted to know what the appeal was of Dark Souls, so I sat down with Dark Souls 2 during my break when I wasn't doing any videos about a month ago, and I put 30 hours into it. I got my character to level 70. This is like one of the longest times I've put into a game this year. I put like 3 times the amount of time I put into this game than I did Watch Dogs. And I've come to some conclusions. We're going to start a new game for this video. I've come to some conclusions about why people enjoy Dark Souls. I've worked it out. I've worked out the kind of person that likes Dark Souls as well. The person who likes Dark Souls is a Klingon. The sort of person who would lop their own leg off before a battle to make the battle harder. That's the sort of person Dark Souls is aimed at. It's bizarre. It's compelling, but boring. That was, I think, the review that that's the thing that I came to. It's a very, very compelling game, but it's not very interesting. And I think that's its biggest problem. Also, it is filled with shit. It has unstoppable levels of shit. It's designed to make new people cry and go away. If you don't... It's got bad game design. It's got a lot of bad game design, and I'm going to show some of it off today. This is where we're starting a new game off. I'm actually going to repeat what I did when I played it the first time, because I played it without a guide, which is a mistake. This is not a game that's designed to be played without a guide. I'll be skipping the cutscenes because it's a fantasy game. I don't give a toss. Try to recall your name. Oh god, what is this? Oh my god, I'm going to call myself Gibbons. Gibbons, because I cannot remember for the life of me how to type anything else apart from Gibbons on a mobile phone. Are you sure this is your name? Why not? Then there's an old lady face. Old lady face. Right, then we design our dude. In a very confusing menu, if I'm rightly. Class and gift. My class is sorcerer. I played as a sorcerer because I like playing as magic, because magic is interesting. If you play as a hitty thing man, you know the game's going to be about hitting, but maybe there's interesting magics. Apparently this is a mistake. Now, because I've since gone and researched what I did, every single person's gone, oh, you don't play as a sorcerer, that's for pussies. Well, the game has that as an option. The game also has this as an option, which is, is the mentality of the sort of person who would play like that. It's the full-on Klingon. It is just a game for Klingons. I went for the life ring, because I get slightly, I think I went for life ring, yeah, you get slightly increased HP. And then there's finalized creation, which I hit, not knowing that there was ways of customizing. If you go back and then go over, you can then go and change your gender and your face and stuff. I didn't do that, I just went finalized. I was like, yes, that's my true self, and then the menu went away and I was confused. It was weird. Old lady face, go away. Right, this is me. I look like... Wow, my head is really small. I look like the Goombas in the Super Mario movie. Anybody else see that? Oh, I hope not. That was awful. Right, then we go upstairs and then some shit. It's unimportant. I'm going to jog through the tutorial. I'm not actually going to do the tutorial properly, because there's like loads of paths you can go off. I'm not going to do it because I know how to play. Well, actually, I don't really. I think I remember how to play. It's actually been quite a while since I played this game. This was fun. There's an item here that I couldn't quite get a hold of. It's just, there's an item, but you've got to sort of like mash the button and turn it just the right place. Yeah, and then you can get it. Is there a better way of doing that? I don't know. No idea. That was just a weird thing. Right, around here there'll be some enemies or something, and then we can get into the meat and stuff of it. Actually, it's not. We can run straight through this bit. There's no enemy. If you go off of these things, you can go to the tutorials and learn how to play and level up slightly. I did, and I worked out how to play the game. I think, if I'm rightly, L1 is... What's it? R1 is... That's punchy thing. Oh, I died 8 times in the tutorial. Do you know why I died 8 times in the tutorial? Because they mapped jump to L3. So you have to be running and then clicking L3 to jump. That killed me a lot because L3 is not a button that's good for jumping. That just... No. You have the option to change it to circle, but circle is also run. So you have to run and then tap it again to jump. But I want that to be roll. So I think that was how they set it up. I remember hating that one even more. Right, if we go through these rock vaginas, as I believe is the metaphor here, it's being born into the world, I assume. Maybe I'm reading too much into a game designed for Klingons. People who gargle in blood wine. That's what this game is for. Majula! Yeah, this is where I started to hate the game. I will say, I put 30 hours into it. I didn't completely hate my time with it. I did enjoy it. The reason I stopped playing was because I came up on a castle that was, or underground cavern, I can't remember which one, that was just filled with spiders. And I went, I don't like it that much. So this is like the main town hub area I worked out afterwards. The first thing I did in here was I went over here and fell down a hole that I didn't see. How I didn't see this hole, I have no fucking clue, because look at the size of this bastard. Whoa. Actually, the first thing I did was I went over here, because I found this path up here. So I was running around and I found this path up here. It's just up here, dum-de-dum-de-dum. Actually, I think I actually went around there, but it wasn't anything around there. So then I went up here, and I found this, which it said kneel to. Oh, there was a dude who picked up thing. Give me the thing. A home wood bone. Bow chicka bow. Right, kneel. There was enter. I thought awesome. No, enter covenant. This will set you upon an arduous path. Right, I thought this started the game off, and this gave you like put the monsters and stuff, and because it's an arduous path. I'm like, well, that sounds like how Dark Souls has been described to me. So I went, yes. Are you prepared to join this covenant? Yes, I am. Join the company of champions. I thought it was flavor text. What I've done there without noticing is make the game supremely harder. The game gets massively harder just because I've done that. That all it says is this is going to say on an arduous path. I thought that was flavor text. That is what we know in the business as a noob trap. That is evil. That is a horrible thing to have. It's literally the first thing I did in this game was I made this game harder for myself. I didn't know this until I bothered to, because I got to a point where I was completely lost, went to a wiki and just looked at it and did that Bernard Black style, what? When he's looking at his tax forms. A lot of the things I shut up. Then I went in here, because this was the next area that I saw. The actual first place you're supposed to go, if you didn't quite see it. Oh, and there's this bitch over here I completely forgot about. This is the worst thing about the game, I'll get to in a second. But over here is the first place you're supposed to go. This is, yeah, you're supposed to go down there is the first place. So you come through there, you're facing this way, so the first thing I saw was, ooh, look, there's a thing, let's go for that. Saw a path off, so went up the path and then came back. This being the first area is a bad place for it to be. Because I waltzed through that when I finally found the fucking thing. This bitch over here! Fuck whoever thought this was a good idea. I mean, like, I sound like I'm ratting entirely on the game. No. This is fucking evil. This lady who's camouflaged into the fucking tree that she's next to, I didn't find for at least 15 fucking hours, is how you level up. You have to talk to her to make her level, right? You talk to her, and you don't talk to her once. Oh no, you talk to her and she says some bollocks. Blah, 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 blah. She gives you a thing and you're like, oh, that's nice. Yeah, whatever, I don't give a shit. So yeah, you may level up by the power of the Emerald Herald. Ooh, that's fun. But not yet. You have to wait for her to relocate, and then you have to chat to her a few times before it even happens. So she appears here, she sounds like this, and you chat to her, and she's like, something, something, something. And then I was like, oh, maybe I've got to find the Emerald Herald. I thought your cloak was emerald, so that was you. It is her! You have to talk to her a few times. It stops the conversation and lets you play the game, but you've got to just talk to her again. Ah! That's bad game design. That's Sierra Adventure game levels of bad game design. That's not being clever or funny, that's just fucking irritating. The opening to this game, this is a game designed for needing a wiki for, which takes away all the possible dramas and pitfalls of it. So that's really one of the things that sort of made me. So like for the first 20 hours I really didn't get very far, because I found this place first. But it was, I kind of lost, once I got the wiki it was just follow the guide. I'm like, well that's boring. But without the guide I found the game pretty unplayable. So again, Klingons, Bloodwine, blah. Right, let's go down here. Oh, there's a treasure chest here, apparently. Yes, I do. Open! No. I'm glad I gave it the time, because I now know that this isn't something I ever want to touch again. I can't see how this got the reviews it got. Like, because this game was, like, showered in praise. And, oh, it's wonderful and brilliant. But really, there's so much flawed game design and noob traps like that. Like, literally, from the start of the game, you can fuck yourself over by not talking to that woman and by joining that covenant. It's like, well, the other game... Oh, and the frame rate's actually quite bad. This is the PS3 version. It's on PC, but... was it this one was the bad port, or was it the first Dark Souls that bad? One of them was an awful port, so I never bothered with it. I just got the PS3 version. Actually, I found it really cheap. The only reason I got this was I found it really cheap. Right, so this is the first place I found with baddies, and there's the first baddie there. So he's pretty big fucker. There's a lock-on button, but I can't remember what it is, because it was absolutely useless. Ah, this guy's coming after me now. Right, hang on, let me just roll away from you. Incidentally, if you lock on and roll away from someone, you tend to roll in a circle around them because you've locked onto them. Whereas if you don't lock onto them and roll past them, they're way less likely to hit you. So the lock on, it makes you way more vulnerable to everything. Right, I'm going to stand here. Come and get me! And dodge! He's going to spin around with that one, isn't he, yet? They got a few little attack things that you know and you can dodge. Like, you can tell I've played this a few times now. Whoop, dodge. Oh, that's bad. You're going to come for me again. Yep, underneath there. Right. Go for the attack, bitch! Do the one I want you to do. That'll do. Oh, that won't do. Oh, I've rolled off. Shit! Oh, I didn't even like the fucking bonfire, did I? Yeah, she'll see that message a lot. Hang on a second! Oh, I didn't even do the Vajula bloody bonfire attack! Hey look, she's back at the thing where you've got to touch. I completely forgot to touch. Touch the thing! This is what you get for not playing this game properly. Bonfire lit! Right, talk to her. Talk to her. Yeah, bear of the curse. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. And then I was like, oh, was that it? So I walked off! Because you're supposed to talk to her again! Yep. 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 Oh, nothing there. You've got to talk to her again. Talk. 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 There! The same fucking thing I think she said that time. You got to talk to her 3 times before she gives you the level up menu. Bollocks. Bollocks to that. Anyway, back in a second. Right, we're finally fucking here. I totally didn't fall off that twice by accidentally clicking L3 and jumping. Grr. Right, you, big bastard. Let's do this the way that I learned, not the way that I accidentally did it the first time. So, all I did in Dark Souls, I got really good at letting the enemies just fly off cliffs. Dodge. Dodge. No, don't look on! Piss off. Right. You basically, they do a circle pattern, so you gotta go the opposite way to the way they want to go. Like that. Hang on. He should fall. Yep. Bye! So now he's fallen off. I get the experience for killing him. It's not a case of you lose that experience. No, that counts as me actually genuinely killing him. Hi. So the enemies respawn when you get killed or go back to the bonfire. The enemies will all respawn, but not forever. After I think it was like 10 or so times, they would just vanish. So after a while, the whole area would be clear, which meant you couldn't grind it anymore. But it also meant that it stopped being a problem. Yeah. Oh, come on. Do more than one attack there. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, bye. When you die, you can see at the top left there that my health is going down. That stops at about 50%. But up there, again, this is the first area I found. If you can close that drawbridge off, and all you got to do is kill that guy at the top there, which is just another dodge case, there's an item that stops that at 75%. Which means that it isn't that big of a deal. With 75%, you just generally play the game as normal. So, the main punishment of dying kind of went away really early in this game as well. Like, I just stayed at 75%. The human effigies restore you to human, which restores you back to 100%, but I never really needed that for anything. It was just sort of... It's a frankly bizarre little game, this. Whoop, dodge. Oh yeah, I didn't know where you're going. Yep, just making my job easier for me, aren't you? Hello, I'm here. Oh, no, that's bad. Now, what he's going to do there is he's going to come out. You've got to work out, like, the inverse circle. So standing here is really good, because then when I roll, he'll spin around like that. And then the third one will just send him off. That's what you got to work out. It's playing circles. Give me my monies. We can touch this. There's a boss in there who was an arse to be. Doop. This just gets that ring up, and you'll see a ring go up, which means that the boss is easier to murderize. But he was kind of a dick, so all I ended up doing was just pounding him with spells. And spells are pretty damn strong anyway. I mean, I've got 30. They respawn when I get to the bonfires, so... Like, if you're just grinding, this game's pretty easy. And that's probably the quickest way to get through everything. Hi, I need to look onto you. Sweet, right. Zap attack. Zap attack. Zap attack. I'm gonna go now. Goodbye. Ooh, I think these guys give you 400 for each one you kill. But in the start area, you're only getting like 80 a guy. So, you know, not exactly difficult. Yep, spammy, spammy, spammy. Yeah, you did. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, there's this guy here. We should be able to take him out by doing the inverse circle in that direction. And then round his friend. Ooh, did he fall? I think he fell. No, he didn't fall. Oh, shit. Slightly more difficult when there's 2 of them. But again, roll. Don't look on. Just roll. They're having a massive Barney there. Hi. Please attack first. Thank you. You're definitely gone now. Yeah, he's gone. Seriously, it's all I did. This gamer was like, oh, it's super hard. Oh, he's not gone! You cheeky bastards! Fuck off. Oop, don't fall off myself. Whoop. Oh, I thought he was gone there. Yeah, this game, that's the hardest game ever made, ever! Exclamation mark, 1. I mostly just got around the AI because it was shit. Because the AI is like, I'd rather just attack the floor. And whoop, maybe the AI just really wants a bath. My guy looks really creepy like that. Whoop. But he's always like that. I have a cloak later on. And a hat. No, I have a hat that looks like a boat. I really like that hat. I can't remember what it did, but it looked a bit like a boat. It looked like a gravy boat kind of thing. If you can imagine a gravy boat, you can imagine the hat I was wearing. It makes me feel kind of sad to run rings around them. Bye. Oh, man. So I've got quite a lot of souls at the moment for the early game, which is quite nice. Oh, that's another one I can raise up. I forgot. There is, like, another bastard later on. That bastard down there with the big sword who's a bit of a dick. You have to generally mash him with the soul arrows. That's not too much problem. I didn't really find a lot of magic. There was soul arrows. I got 2 lots of soul arrows, so I had 60 of them. And then, like, a stronger soul arrow. So magic was kind of dull. There wasn't really anything that exciting about it. Oh, you're one of the ones that I have to murder like this, aren't you? Whoop. That's got a longer range than the lock-on, so you can actually kill people before they get to you. Whoop. I just like playing it safe. Hi, lock on. See, look. So when I roll lock on, I'm actually rolling in a circle around the guy, not past him. So if he does his attack, when I roll, see, I'm rolling round, so I don't get the distance. So I roll round him like that. I'm not getting distance on it. Whereas if I'm not locked on and I roll, I just roll the fuck away. I get so much distance. So basically, the lock-on system doesn't work. The AI is rubbish. Leveling's atrocious. Yet I kept playing it. I kept playing it for those moments where I took some arsehole down. Like there's this like white knight guy who appears on sort of an eagle or something to start with, and then fucks off because he massacred me in a second. But then you actually fight him as a boss, and he was a dick, and taking him down felt great. But most of the rest of the game just needs so much work. It's just insane. Oh, that doesn't look good for you. That doesn't look good for you. Look at him trying to work out where to stand. Hi! If I'd locked on, I would be rolling around him and falling off. But if you don't lock on... Come on, just piss off. That'll do. Bye! And he's dead. And I get all his souls. You just cash them in by spending them. Alright, so let's massacre our way over here. We've gone through these guys. There's no one apart from the last guy left. I've got 11 soul arrows. I should be able to defeat him, which will open that thing so I can get the 75 lock off. Which is where I think I'll end the video, because from that point on the game became sort of a cakewalk. I'll be honest, it took me a lot longer to do this the first time, because I was grinding through. I was defeating the guy, then going back and defeating him and going back and defeating him and going back. Whoops, missed a few of them. And mash. And mash. And mash. Uh-oh. 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 Roll! The solution to all my problems. Hey, bitch! Open up! Oh, there's a thing that opens, isn't there? Do it! There we go. Rubbly, 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 rubbly. And then we pull this, and then that will drop. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Smooth enough. Behind him there's a big fucking boss. Like, the problem is, like, you never know if you're going to be in a big fucking boss or not. And everyone goes, oh, every fight is fair. Well, not every fight is fair. Is this the, thingy? The old Radiant Life... Oh, no, it's in the chest, isn't it? That's not what it's called. What was it? I can't remember what the fucking thing was called. I just equipped it instantly. It did a thing. Ring of Binding, that's it. And 5 human effigies, which is a hell of a lot. Considering I think that's one of the items you can pick at the start. So you equip the Ring of Binding. Don't pause the menus, it really irritates me. I know it's supposed to be difficult and stuff, but like, I have shit to do sometimes. Oh, I have a hood. Oh, I did wear that hood. I have a hood and some arm things. And it is... Oh, no, that's... I'm not even... Am I the right one? Oh, I haven't played this for so fucking long. Equipment, thingy... Where's... Oh, it's these, isn't it? The rings are separate. So we've got the life ring, which I never equipped, even though it gave it to me at the start. And then, there you go. So now I can only be at 75% reduction. See? It's gone up. So that's... I can only lose that tiny slither of life on the right there as punishment for dying. So... Dying had no thing apart from losing the level up stuff, but once I worked out how to do that, that was less of a problem. I was actually quite a low level for as far as I got, I think. I don't know how much people do level up in this game, simply because I lost so much at the start of this game, because I didn't know how to fucking level up. I ended up just spending it all on items. I was like, can I sell these later? He said you can't sell items. I never found anyone who sold items. Oh no, that's a lie. I think I did. I think I found like one guy who sold items. I can't fucking remember. I'm going to take this guy on down here. And then there's a boss fight. Oh, I didn't pull the... There's 2 guys down here? Is that a guy on the right there? I swear it was just one guy. Maybe it's just some castly shit. There's this I didn't pull. This will just make the boss easier. This boss is going to massacre me, but it'll be fun. Especially considering I don't have any soul arrows for it. Oh well. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. So yeah, that was my Dark Souls 2 sort of opening. Like, slightly very sped up. About 8 hours compacted into 30 minutes or so. But, yeah, it was... I don't know. Like, it hates newbies. Come on. Lock onto him. There we go. It hates newbies because... Well, it just does. Hang on. F you. Oh, shit! I hate these guys. They're really hard to throw off the edge. I don't have a dagger. Let's shit this motherfucker up. Yeah. And then stab. Oh, miss. Dodge. Double dodge. And then dodge. I never wore any heavy armor or anything. Ow. Alright. Fuck you in the face. Yeah, this guy's gonna massacre me. Ow. And I've died. I've died dead. Actually, I survived killing that guy the first time. I was so excited. I went to get that treasure chest in the background and tried to do the jump that's necessary. Fucked up the jump and fell on the thing and died. A lot of my stories in this game end up with fucked up the jump, fell on the thing and died. Jumping was actually my worst enemy in this game. Odd game. Odd game. Not sure I don't know why it's liked as much as it is, but I kind of half get it now instead of entirely not getting it. I still assume you want my head on the spike. Thank you very much for watching, and ta-ra.
Enter the domain of the Nerd³. Videos dropping from above like bird poo. Enter the domain of the Nerd³. Videos dropping from above like bird poo.